Every 5 minutes, someone over the age of 60 experiences a fall so devastating that they never regain the ability to walk normally again. By the time you are done watching this video, 3 more seniors will already be hospitalized. Their accidents aren't caused by clumsiness or poor coordination. The real reason is that their muscles are fading away silently. And despite what many people think, this is not simply a natural part of getting older. This condition is called sarcopenia, which refers to age-related muscle loss. It creeps in quietly without giving any clear warning signs. One day, you notice your legs feel unusually tired. Not long after climbing, a set of stairs becomes more difficult. Soon your sense of balance isn't as steady as it once was. Eventually, that decline leads to a fall. Here's the surprising part. 99% of older adults don't realize that sarcopenia can actually be slowed down, reversed, or even prevented completely. The key is consuming the right kind of protein. And no, this doesn't mean spending money on pricey powders or struggling with complicated cuts of meat. In fact, a 2023 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Aging found that adding just 25 grams of carefully chosen whole food protein each day improved muscle retention by 28% in older adults. What's even more remarkable is that these results were achieved without any exercise programs, without supplements, and without surgery. In this video, we'll reveal 7 budget-friendly high-protein foods that range from helpful to absolutely life-changing. These aren't exotic superfoods marketed by trends. They're simple, practical, and inexpensive items that are sitting on the shelves of your local grocery store right now, mostly ignored. The majority of them cost less than a cup of coffee. Just wait until you learn about food number 3. It isn't meat, it isn't a protein shake, and it has the power to rebuild strength while you're asleep. Chances are you don't even have it in your kitchen at this moment. Before we dive in, let me ask you 2 questions. Do you currently eat at least 25 grams of real protein at breakfast, or do you often skip that meal altogether? And which area of your body do you feel has lost the most strength? Your legs, your arms, or perhaps your grip? Share your answers in the comments below, because we're responding to each one with specific science-based tips designed for your personal situation. Let's begin with food number 7. Don't be fooled by its ranking. It is far more powerful than it appears. This food contains a special protein compound that Japanese centenarians credit for maintaining strong, functional muscles well into their 90s. The food is edamame, the bright green soybeans. They deliver leucine in concentrations comparable to expensive whey protein powders. Within 30 minutes of eating, leucine sparks muscle protein synthesis, which is the biological process your body relies on to create new muscle tissue. The problem many older adults face is something called anabolic resistance. This means their muscles become less responsive to the protein signals that should stimulate growth. That's why it may feel like no matter how much chicken or fish you eat, your strength doesn't return. To overcome this, the body requires 2.5 grams of leucine in a single meal to switch on the muscle-building process. Most traditional protein sources require very large servings to meet that threshold. Here's where edamame stands out. A single cup provides 2.2 grams of leucine, almost reaching the necessary level, plus compounds called isoflavones that specifically fight age-related muscle inflammation. A 2022 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging showed that seniors who consumed edamame 3 times a week increased their grip strength by 18%, compared to others who ate the same amount of protein from different foods. So how do you take advantage of these benefits? Buy frozen shelled edamame at the grocery store. Boil them for exactly 5 minutes, no longer, or you risk destroying the leucine. Eat 1 cup as a simple afternoon snack with just a pinch of sea salt. There's an insider secret: nutritionists rarely talk about protein from edamame absorbs 40% better when eaten alone between meals. When you combine them with other foods, competing amino acids can block leucine absorption along the intestinal wall. Unfortunately, many people toss edamame into stir-fries or salads where other proteins get in the way. The smarter approach is to eat them solo at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is when your cortisol levels naturally dip. That's exactly the time when your body is most likely to start breaking down muscle tissue for energy. Eating edamame then gives your muscles maximum protection. Imagine being able to twist open a stubborn pickle jar with ease just 3 weeks from now, or standing up from a low couch at your grandchild's house without needing to push off the armrest. That's what properly timed leucine can do for you. To make this a daily habit, portion your edamame into small freezer bags. Set a reminder on your phone so you don't miss your snack time. With this particular protein, consistency is even more important than the quantity you eat. Now that we've covered a food that strengthens your muscles from within, let's move to the next option, one that changes how your muscles look and feel by working from the outside in. That brings us to number 6, Greek yogurt. Plain Greek yogurt provides casein protein that feeds your muscles slowly and steadily for up to 7 hours. This helps prevent overnight muscle breakdown, which accelerates after age 60. The process is called nocturnal catabolism, and it happens when your sleeping muscles literally start consuming themselves for fuel because the amino acids from dinner have already run out. Regular yogurt cannot stop this process because it's mostly water and sugar. Greek yogurt, however, is strained 3 times, leaving behind 20 grams of slow-digesting protein per cup. Think of it as a time-release capsule that nourishes your muscles all night long. To get the full benefit, eat exactly 1 cup of plain full-fat Greek yogurt 30 minutes before bedtime. Don't choose the low-fat version because it spikes insulin levels and interferes with muscle repair. The evidence backs this up. A 2021 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reported that seniors who ate Greek yogurt before bed maintained 31% more muscle mass over 6 months compared to those who consumed the same number of calories from carb-heavy snacks. To triple absorption, stir in 1 teaspoon of ground flax seeds. These provide omega-3 seconds that help casein proteins enter muscle cells more effectively. But be careful, whole flax seeds often pass right through the body without being digested. Remember, your muscles are starving for nutrients while you sleep. Without enough amino acids, they break down your own tissue to survive. Greek yogurt creates a protective buffer that supplies protein until morning. Imagine waking up without stiffness, feeling stronger rather than weaker after a full night's rest. That's what happens when your body has the resources to rebuild instead of breaking down. When you shop, only buy brands that clearly list live active cultures on the label. These beneficial bacteria improve protein absorption by 25%. Avoid Greek yogurt with fillers such as cornstarch or gelatin, which dilute the concentration of protein. With Greek yogurt guarding your muscles overnight, it's time to move on to our number 5 food, a source of collagen that your body desperately needs. Next is food number 5, collagen-rich bone broth. When made from beef bones, simmered for a full 24 hours, it provides 2 special amino acids, glycine and proline. These are the building blocks that restore connective tissue, the very structures that anchor your muscles securely to your bones. After 60, your body produces about 50% less collagen on its own. That's why your muscles may still feel strong, but oddly disconnected, as if they aren't working together properly when you try to lift something heavy or catch yourself during a stumble. Supplement companies sell collagen powders for $50 a container, but bone broth made at home supplies the same amino acids, plus minerals like phosphorus and magnesium that help muscles contract. Research from 2023, published in the Journal of Functional Foods, discovered that seniors who drank 8 ounces of bone broth every day reported 43% less muscle soreness and a greater range of motion within just 4 weeks. Preparing it correctly makes all the difference. Buy grass-fed beef bones with marrow from your local butcher, usually under $3 per pound. Roast them at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes until browned. Then place them in a slow cooker with 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and simmer for a full 24 hours. The vinegar, often forgotten, is essential. It pulls vital minerals out of the bones, so your muscles can use them. Without it, you end up with nothing more than flavored water. Many recipes suggest skimming off the fat that rises to the surface. Don't make that mistake. That yellow layer contains vitamin K2, a nutrient that directs calcium into your bones instead of your arteries. Keep it in and stir it back into each serving. This way, you're not just drinking broth, you're nourishing your bones and muscles simultaneously. Imagine bending down to pick up your groceries without the grinding sensation in your knees, or reaching overhead to replace a light bulb without your shoulder catching. That's the power of collagen restoring the tissues that link muscle to bone. A practical tip: pour the broth into ice cube trays, freeze them, and then transfer the cubes into freezer bags. Each day, drop 4 cubes into hot water for an instant muscle-supporting drink that costs about 50 cents per serving. While bone broth repairs connective tissue, food number 4 provides a complete protein that your digestive system can actually process easily. Tough meats often sit in your stomach for hours. In contrast, whole eggs digest fully within 90 minutes. But before we cover the benefits, let's take a quick moment. If you're finding this video valuable, hit the like button, share it with someone over 60, and subscribe so you never miss an update that could safeguard your health. Now let's turn to food number 4, whole eggs. Eating just 3 whole eggs delivers the highest protein quality score of any food, with all 9 essential amino acids present in the exact ratios aging muscles need. For decades, many seniors avoided yolks due to cholesterol fears. But the yolk is precisely where vitamin D and vitamin B12 are found, both of which are necessary for muscles to properly respond to protein. That's why eating only the whites is like trying to build a house with bricks but no mortar. After 60, stomach acid decreases by about 40%, making it difficult to digest dense proteins like steak. Eggs, however, are easy to break down, providing amino acids when your muscles can actually use them. To maximize the benefits, cook your eggs carefully. Soft boil them for exactly 6 minutes so that the white is firm, but the yolk remains runny. This method preserves heat-sensitive B vitamins that are destroyed when eggs are hard-boiled. A 2022 study in the Journal of Nutrition showed that older adults who ate 3 whole eggs at breakfast stimulated muscle protein synthesis by 40% more than those who ate an equivalent amount of protein from cereal with milk. There's another detail most people miss. Eating eggs with vegetables actually decreases protein absorption because plant fibers trap amino acids. The solution is simple: eat your eggs first, then wait 10 minutes before eating toast or vegetables. Timing also matters. The first hour after waking is when cortisol naturally peaks, helping shuttle amino acids into muscle cells. That's why eggs are most effective within that window. Many seniors wait until late morning to eat, missing this critical opportunity. Picture yourself cracking open eggs without straining your fingers, whisking them without your wrist aching, and lifting the pan with one steady hand. These are the kinds of improvements in everyday strength that happen when your muscles receive highly bioavailable protein they can actually use. For best results, choose pastured eggs, even if they cost $1 more per dozen. They contain 3 times the vitamin D of conventional eggs. And since vitamin D deficiency is a major reason many seniors fail to build muscle, despite eating plenty of protein, this small upgrade makes a big difference. Eggs work quickly, but the next food on our list signals muscle growth in a way scientists only discovered in the last 5 years. That brings us to food number 3, hemp hearts. These tiny seeds contain a unique protein called edestin, which your body recognizes as nearly identical to its own muscle proteins. This triggers immediate repair and growth signals that other plant proteins can't match. Hemp hearts also provide all 20 amino acids, including the 9 essentials your body cannot make on its own. They're 25% complete protein by weight, higher than beef, and digest in just 2 hours without the bloating or gas common with beans. After 60, your body produces fewer digestive enzymes, which is why a piece of chicken breast can feel like a rock in your stomach. Hemp hearts, however, come with their own natural enzymes that help break down protein for you. A 2023 study in the European Journal of Nutrition showed that seniors who added just 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts daily increased their lean muscle mass by 8% in only 8 weeks without changing anything else in their routine. After the age of 60, your digestive system produces fewer enzymes. That's why a piece of chicken breast can feel heavy and difficult to digest. Hemp hearts solve this problem because they come with their own enzymes that assist in breaking down protein. A 2023 study in the European Journal of Nutrition showed that seniors who added only 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts every day gained 8% more lean muscle mass in just 8 weeks without making any other lifestyle changes. To enjoy these benefits, sprinkle exactly 3 tablespoons of raw hemp hearts over your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Never cook them because heat destroys the natural enzyme content. There's an insider tip that most health food stores don't share. Once you open a bag, hemp hearts must be stored in the freezer. Their fragile proteins begin to oxidize within days if kept at room temperature, and instead of fighting inflammation, they can quickly turn rancid and cause it. Many people mistakenly believe hemp is connected to marijuana. In truth, hemp hearts contain no THC and are entirely legal. What they do contain is gamma-linolenic acid, a rare form of omega-6 that specifically helps reduce age-related muscle inflammation. Imagine sprinkling these nutty-tasting seeds on your breakfast and feeling steady energy within an hour, not the crash from sugary cereals, but a sustained strength that lasts until lunchtime. When buying, always choose small bags, even if bulk seems cheaper. Fresh hemp hearts should be green, not brown. Those fresher seeds provide 10 times more bioactive protein compared to old oxidized ones. While hemp signals your body to grow, the second food on our list delivers dense protein at less than $1 per serving with the added benefit of long shelf life. That food is sardines. A single tin of sardines packed in water offers 23 grams of the most bioavailable protein, available along with natural creatine that directly fuels muscle contractions. Chicken and beef cannot deliver the same effect. But here's the real problem many seniors face. It isn't just about not getting enough protein. It's also about lacking omega-3 fatty acids, which are required to help protein actually enter muscle cells. Sardines provide both at the same time. This is why Mediterranean seniors maintain strong muscles decades longer than most Americans. Sardines are eaten whole, including their soft bones, which supply calcium and vitamin D. These two nutrients work together to activate muscle protein synthesis. Because sardines are at the bottom of the food chain, they also contain virtually no mercury, unlike tuna or salmon. Evidence strongly supports their use. A 2022 study in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle found that eating sardines just twice per week improved muscle strength by 33% in adults over 65 more than any other fish tested. To get the most from sardines, buy those packed in water, not oil, since oil prevents your body from absorbing essential water-soluble B vitamins. For best results, mash the sardines with a fork and spread them on whole grain crackers, then squeeze lemon juice on top. Eat this snack exactly 2 hours before or after exercise. There's a preparation detail that most people overlook. Sardines should be paired with vitamin C from lemon or tomatoes. This neutralizes compounds known as purines that can trigger gout in sensitive individuals. Too many people eat sardines plain and then wonder why their joints ache the next day. Imagine instead opening that tin with steady hands without fumbling and feeling your legs power you up a flight of stairs without the usual burning sensation. That's what happens when creatine and omega-3 seconds work together. Stock at least 8 tins in your pantry. Sardines are one of the few proteins that actually improve with age. As they approach their expiration date, the bones soften further and the calcium becomes even easier to absorb. Wild-caught Pacific sardines usually cost about $2 per tin, offering more usable protein than a $15 steak that an aging digestive system struggles to break down. Sardines provide ocean-powered strength, but our number one food contains a unique protein structure that works at the cellular level to reverse age-related muscle loss. Food number one is full-fat cottage cheese. Each cup provides 28 grams of protein and contains both whey and casein in a 20-80 ratio, which is exactly what aging muscles need for both immediate and long-term rebuilding. Doctors rarely explain that after 60, your muscles often become insulin resistant. This means that even if you eat protein, it may not get into your muscle cells. Cottage cheese solves that problem with natural branch-chain amino acids that bypass insulin completely and enter muscle tissue directly. While expensive protein powders can sit in your stomach and cause bloating, the proteins in cottage cheese are naturally cultured with enzymes that pre-digest them for you. That's why cottage cheese has been a hidden staple for bodybuilders for half a century. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Gerontology Medical Sciences showed that seniors who ate 1 cup of cottage cheese before bed increased overnight muscle synthesis by 52% and woke up with noticeably less stiffness. To unlock these benefits, choose only full-fat cottage cheese with live cultures clearly listed on the label. Eat it directly from the container without mixing in anything else that could dilute its protein concentration. For timing, aim to eat it either 30 minutes before going to bed or immediately after finishing any kind of physical activity. There's another game-changing secret most nutritionists miss. Cottage cheese proteins are absorbed 3 times more effectively when your stomach is slightly acidic. To achieve this, naturally eat a small slice of pineapple or a few strawberries about 10 minutes beforehand. This lowers stomach pH and primes your body to absorb the protein. Don't fall for the low-fat varieties that are usually placed front and center in the store. The fat in cottage cheese is essential. It provides conjugated linoleic acid, which specifically helps prevent muscle wasting in older adults while the protein builds new tissue. Buy the 4% milk fat version, even if it costs 50 cents more, because those fats also carry vitamin K2 and vitamin A, nutrients that trigger muscle protein synthesis in ways low-fat versions cannot. Picture yourself waking up in the morning and standing without needing to grab the nightstand for support. Imagine carrying all your groceries from the car in a single trip, or sitting on the floor to play with your grandchildren and then rising with ease. This is the independence you gain when you time your protein intake properly. Here's the harsh truth: every single day you delay fixing your protein intake, you're losing muscle mass that becomes exponentially harder to rebuild after 60. The good news is that you now know exactly which foods can stop and even reverse that process. Your muscles aren't just meat covering your bones. They are your metabolic engine, your balance system, your guarantee of independence. And right now, they're calling out for these specific proteins that work with your aging body, not against it. Begin tomorrow morning with 3 whole eggs. Sprinkle hemp hearts as your afternoon snack. End your day with a serving of cottage cheese. This simple routine alone provides more than 70 grams of highly bioavailable protein your muscles can truly use. The decision you make today will determine whether a month from now you are opening jars and climbing stairs with ease or struggling with simple tasks that once felt automatic. Before you go, I have 2 final questions. Which of these 7 foods surprised you the most, and what is one physical task you want to accomplish easily again within the next 30 days? Share your answers in the comments. We read and respond to everyone with tailored advice. And remember, your muscles are waiting for you to nourish them properly, starting with your very next meal. Thank you for watching.